Yo, 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 we ready to get right back into it. Let's get into it. Here we go.
The video. So it was just announced today that WrestleMania 42 will no longer be in New Orleans for next year. Obviously, if you guys remember, The Rock had announced, I think they were in New Orleans. I don't know if it was like a SmackDown. I think it was a SmackDown, but The Rock had announced that WrestleMania was going to be in New Orleans for WrestleMania 42. And apparently, that is not the case. We're going to check out and see what's actually going on with that whole entire situation because that is kind of wild that they've been talking about it and promoting it, and now it's not happening in New Orleans this year. All right, well, next year. Exclusive WrestleMania 2026 no longer set for New Orleans, local organization says. Despite an announcement earlier this year, WrestleMania will not take place in New Orleans in 2026, according to a statement provided Thursday to WrestleNomics. The statement provided by the Greater New Orleans Sports Foundation indicates the event is being rescheduled to a later unspecified year. So they will be getting WrestleMania back, but the question is when. New Orleans was announced as the 2026 host city in February during a segment on SmackDown featuring The Rock, Dwayne Johnson revealing the location, which I talked about. Yet we've yet to confirm what the location for WrestleMania in 2026 will be instead. Rather than WrestleMania, WWE's Money in the Bank Premium Live event will be held in New Orleans in 2026. So they're moving the Money in the Bank to New Orleans in 2026. That news follows the recently announced UFC 318 card set for July 19th, 2025 at the Smoothie King Center in the city. The events are part of a broader multi-year agreement being negotiated between local organizers and WWE and UFC parent company TKO Group Holdings. A specific date for the Money in the Bank 2026 wasn't provided, but the annual event usually takes place in June or July. The Greater New Orleans Sports Foundation and New Orleans and Company was working closely with our friends at TKO to expand our long-standing partnership. The statement from the Greater New Orleans Sports Foundation reads, which will include UFC 318 on July 19, 2025, Money in the Bank in 2026, and WrestleMania, which will move from the current scheduled 2026 timeframe to a future year. So New Orleans is definitely still going to be a part of the WrestleMania season. It's just not going to be next year. They're going to be getting their bread at some point. The foundation described the statement as a joint message from both their organizations and WWE. WWE didn't immediately respond to the request to confirm their agreement with the statement or provide additional comment. This report will be updated if a response is received. New Orleans and Company which is mentioned in the statement, is a marketing organization that promotes the New Orleans tourism industry. The reason for the apparent change in plans for next year's WrestleMania location are unclear. A key growth strategy for TKO is the pursuit of site fees and other incentives the company can attract in exchange for the economic impact its events provide to local businesses. Las Vegas hosted WrestleMania this year with the local Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority providing WWE with a $5 million site fee. WWE also qualified for an additional 4.2 million in tax credits under a program offered by the Nevada state government. Basically, you scratch my back, I scratch your back. Money is being made on both sides. WWE is set to receive a 7.1 million from New Jersey Sports and Exposition Authority for the first ever 2-day SummerSlam this year at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford on August 2nd and 3rd, which is crazy. They're going to be receiving that type of money. That's not even including everything else, tickets, all the other stuff that they got going on. WrestleMania has been scheduled to take place every place next year on April 11th and the 12th at the Superdome, which previously hosted WWE's biggest event of the year in 2014 and in 2018. So, as it stands right now, we don't know.
Nigga seem like he's sick. Nigga like, are you sure? Like, bro, what's going on with you? Don't tell me you doing streaming while you sick. I mean, gotta get that money, but still, come on, get well, so man. What you talking about? Anyways,